To understand how people behave and how they are with the rest of the world, you need to understand what their upbringing is. Because upbringing and childhood of a person is one of the major impact that it can have on how a person behaves with the rest of the world. This is a little insight on my upbringing and my story. The biggest impact that anyone can have on his upbringing and his childhood is his mother. Same is the case with me. My mother is responsible for almost entirely the person that I am today. She's taught me a lot of things in life, but the most important thing that I feel that she's taught me, that whatever you do, you should be happy in doing that. There is no point if you're doing something, you're sad by it or you're disgusted by it. No, because if you do that, then you are not able to sleep peacefully at night. It might not sound like a very big thing, but then when you face a lot of things in life, when life does not go the way you want it, going to sleep, on going to bed at night and like falling asleep quite fast and peacefully is probably the most important thing that you can have. What this translates into is that while growing up, I've held these beliefs, and when I've had a few friends, when I've had a social circle, I've had a little realization that I'm at a little disconnect with people around me. That disconnect is mainly because people feel a certain different way, and I feel a little different from them, mainly on the terms of how people should be and how they should behave with each other. Now, what I think that you should be nice only if you get a genuine joy out of it. You should not be nice, you should not do favors, thinking that maybe I'll get something in return after some days or some months or some years. No, that is not the case. You should be nice only if you get a genuine, satisfying joy out of it. There is this certain idea, that permeates around the world that nice guys don't get too far. And that if you're nice, you'll not succeed in life, people will take advantage of you and just use you and throw you away. Obviously, if, everyone believes like that, then there is a certain air that permeates around everyone and everyone starts following that agenda. The world as it started was not always corrupt. The world as it started was not always wrong. But a few people did use some shortcuts and then they got ahead. And because of that, everyone started believing that, this is the way to go about things. This is the way to, get success in life. Now, that is not the case. If everyone starts believing something just because, someone is doing it and not because they want to find out the actual truth behind it, no, that is not how you're supposed to do things. At least that's what I believe. Speaking of the disconnect that, I mentioned a little earlier, there is the main difference, or rather, I would say, mainly lies in the way people, feel about relationships and people feel about enjoyment and partying. What I've noticed, or what I've felt, is that people sometimes use these as excuses to run away and to not, face the actual problems that they have. I personally still believe in long term. I still believe that, good things take time. Good, genuinely satisfying things take time to build up and then, execute. Also, there is this one thing that when you go for advice to people, when you go for help to people, you will get a different opinion from every single person that you meet. And that will just end up clogging your head because there are n number of views and you just have one mind. So it's usually better to avoid imposing your opinion on someone, because it's almost guaranteed that if you impose on someone or if you, force your opinion on someone, you will not get the desired result. People will not listen to you. You should not change your actions, or you should not force your actions so that you are deliberately, included or wanted in the society. No, you should always do things that make you believe and make you accept yourself first. Because self-acceptance is something that is important, and I should say more important than anything else around the world. You should not hate yourself as a person when you wake up in the morning. You should not hate yourself as a person when you look at yourself in the mirror, that who is this person? No. You should first accept yourself as the person you are, that yes, whatever I'm doing is either right or wrong. You should understand that. And then you should think about doing anything else with the world.